Hello friends, it's Prajwal Pathak this side and you are watching my YouTube channel pyGuru. Friends, in the last video we discussed about the go-to method and pen up and pen down method in Python. Okay, moving further in this video, let's talk about colors. Okay, so far we have created several shapes, but we have not filled any colors in those shapes. Okay, in this video we'll be learning about colors. Okay, then we'll create some shapes and fill it with some colors, and then finally we will create a program which will generate random shapes for us with random colors. Okay, so let's get started with this tutorial. Okay, so let's talk about colors first. Colors in Python are colors in Turtle are very easy to use. So you can use their name, English name, simply write like red, yellow, gold, orange, maroon, violet, magenta, green, purple, navy, blue, sky blue, cyan, turquoise, light green, brown, black, gray, white. These are the colors that I know Turtle support. You may check internet for more colors if there are. Okay, so let's see how can we use these colors in Python. Okay, first of all we have to import turtle, so I'm just going to import turtle. See, import turtle. Okay, and then first let's create a window for our turtle. Okay, so for creating a window, we know that turtle has a screen class, so we'll be using that class turtle dot screen class. Okay, and let's change this size of this screen. So to change this size of screen, you can use the setup method. Inside the setup method you have to pass the width and height of our screen. So my width will be 800 pixels and height of my screen will be 500 pixels. Okay, you can give any amount of pixels that you want. Okay, and if you run this program, first let's execute a command turtle.done. This will stop the screen for us so we can see the result. Okay, see, this is our screen. Okay, this is our screen that we have just created and its name is win. Okay, you can change the title of this screen by win.title method. You can change the color of this screen by background bg color method. Okay, so let's try changing the background color of this screen. So to change the color you have to call the bg color method. Okay, inside this method you have to pass any color of these supported colors. Okay, let me enter black. See, I have chosen black color. Okay, see, this is a screen finally. Looks pretty nice. Okay, let's move further and uh, let's talk about colors. Let's create a simple shape and fill it with some color. Okay, uh, first of all we'll be creating a turtle object, so we'll name it t and turtle dot turtle class. We have already learned all this, so I hope you are not having any problem with this. Okay, we have see, it's spelling mistake here, turtle. Okay, and let's create a circle, t dot circle, and if I run this program, see what happens. uh, Module turtle has no attribute turtle. Okay, actually it's capital T. Okay, it's a class and it will be in capital T. If I run this program, see what happens. Oops, my fault, actually I'm not passing a radius. Let's pass 100. Okay, and see what happens. See, nothing appeared on the screen because actually what is happening here, the default background color of this turtle screen is white, and we know that T is also in white, so we have to change the color of our turtle. Okay, let's to set the border color, you can call a simple method called color method. Okay, see, this color method will not fill any color to the shape that we create. For example, if you are creating circle, this color method will not fill any color to that circle. Okay, instead it will just define the color of the circumference. So if I pass white here, you will see it's the circumference that gets white and nothing, it does not get filled with any color. Okay, so what we have to learn in this tutorial is that how to fill color to this shape. Okay, inside of this shape. Okay, actually it's pretty very easy. For this we have to call three methods. Okay, first of all we have to define the color that we want to fill, that you can define by fill color method. Okay, then we have to call two methods more, begin fill and end fill. Okay, between begin fill and end fill we have to create our shape. Okay, actually it's very easy. Let's first define which color I want to fill. Okay, so let's come here and t dot fill color method. Okay, inside this method you have to set the color of that you want to fill. So for example, I want to fill red, so I'll choose red. Okay, now you have to call two methods. After the fill color method you have to call two methods, the begin fill and the end fill. So let's call the begin fill method, begin fill method. Okay, and then the end fill method. Okay, end fill method. Okay, see, these methods will not take any argument. And one more thing, inside these two methods, look, t dot begin fill and between t dot end fill we have to create our shape. Okay, t dot circle 100. Okay, so if I now run this program, you will see a circle will be created with white circumference. Okay, and it will get filled with red color. See, a circle will be created and it got filled with red color. Okay, how this happening? First we have defined the fill color method, which is, I am saying that we have to fill the color red, okay, inside the circle. Then we have called two methods, t dot begin fill and t dot end fill, and between uh, these two methods we have created our shape. Okay, whatever shape you create in between these two methods, that shape will be get filled with this defined color. Okay, let's try with green. Okay, you will see green color filled circle will be drawn. See, the circumference is white. This t dot color white is defining the circumference of circle. Okay, and this fill color method is saying that we have to fill the inside of the circle with green color. Okay, so this is how you can define. Now let's try creating a square. Okay, so you can better understand it. We have to create our shape between these two methods. Okay, let's t dot begin fill. Oh, sorry. For I in range, we know that there are four sides in square, so I will be running this loop four times. We'll do t dot forward. Let's make this turtle go forward 100 pixels. Okay, and we'll move it right by 90 degrees. Okay, we know that this will create a square for us and it will get filled with green color. Okay, see, I'm creating this shape within the t dot begin fill and t dot end fill. Okay, see, so a square was drawn and it was colored filled with green color. Okay, you can pass any color now, blue. Okay, and it will work just fine. See, it got filled with blue color and there are lots of colors supported. In the little time we will be creating a program that will generate some random shape and fill it with some random color, okay, for us. Okay, so let's see how can we do this. I hope you have a pretty good idea of it. Let's create a pentagon and move it forward. What is the 360 by divided by 5? That is actually, I think, 72 degree. 5, yes. So it will create a pentagon for us and fill it with blue color. See, pentagon was created and filled with blue color. Okay, now you can create as many shapes as you want, but just you have to call this method. Okay, t dot begin fill. Let me copy it. Okay, and see, I just copied it and just I'm pasting it here. Here I want to create a square. Okay, let's pass 90 degrees here. You'll see two things will be drawn, first a pentagon, then a square. Okay, and let's change its color to something else. Okay, t dot fill color, and let's pass green here. Okay, so you will better understand it and see what happens. A pentagon will be drawn with filled with blue color and the square will be drawn filled with green color. Okay, you can make the square move anywhere on the this canvas with either go to method or the set position method. Okay, let's try set position method. What set position method does, okay, for us. Okay, to use the set position method you have to do one thing, call the set position method. Okay, and you have to pass the x and y x position of the where you want to create the shape. Okay, for example, I want to create a shape at 300 comma what is your height. Okay, 300 and height will be, I think, 200. Okay, you'll see. Okay, let me maximize it to better understand it. See, a pentagon was drawn and a square was drawn, but at this point you will see a line is joining these two shapes. Okay, so if you don't want this line, you can simply do one thing like that we have learned in the last video. First call the pen up method. Okay, and then move this turtle to that position. Okay, you can see this, you can call set position method or go to method. Okay, that both work the same way. Okay, and t dot uh, finally pen down method. Okay, after moving the turtle to that required position, you call t pen down method. It will again start drawing the shape for us. Okay, see, now it works fine. There's no joining line between us this. Okay, so you can call the go to method here too, and that will work fine for us. Okay, so this is how you can fill colors. Okay, hope it helped you. Now let's create a random shape generator program for us. Okay, yep. And let me clear this thing. Okay, t dot, let's define speed. Okay, and let's pass 9 here. See, 9 is a very high speed, 10 is also a very high speed, 0 is more high speed. Okay, so or you can say that 0 is the fastest speed defined inside the turtle. Okay, now let's create a program which will generate some random shapes for us. Okay, how can we do that? Before do that, we are creating a color array. Okay, see, this color array will store some name of colors. Okay, so how can we we have to type some names. Okay, for example, red. Okay, let's create blue. Okay, green. The more the colors, the better will be the result. Okay, gold. Okay, purple. Sorry, purple. Okay, yellow and pink, sky blue and navy. Okay, you can define as much colors as you want. Let me define some more colors. It will be better for the result. Okay, and let's see what more colors are available to us. Okay, orange is there, so we'll be using orange. And brown. And yep, this is enough, I think. Okay, so let's now move to our program. We have defined several colors and stored them in a list. Okay, now what we have to do, see, you have to call a for loop. Okay, inside this for loop, suppose I want to draw 10 shapes, so I will pass 10. If I want to draw 15 shapes, 15 random shapes, I will pass 15. If I want to draw 20 random shapes, I will pass 20. Okay, so suppose I want to draw 10 random shapes. Okay, so I'm just passing 10. Okay, and see what we are going to do here. First we will choose a random X position. Okay, on the screen. For choosing a random X position, you have to call one more module, import random. This module helps us to choose random values. Okay, see, we will choose a random X position on the screen. To do this, we will call random dot randint function. Okay, random or is our module, and a randint is a function defined in this module. Okay, inside this function we have to choose we have to give the values between which we want to choose a random name value. Okay, see, the width of my screen is 800, so we know that if this is the full canvas, let's suppose if this is the full canvas, then the center is 0 and we have a 400 pixels on the positive x-axis and minus 400 pixels on the negative x-axis. Okay, so we have to choose values between minus 400 to 400. Okay, but I'm passing minus 350 to 350. This way our shapes will not exceed the border. Okay, our shapes will be well defined inside the border. Okay, you can try passing minus 400 to 400 and you will see the shapes, some of the shapes will go outside the border. Okay, so I don't want that, so I'm simply passing minus 350 to 350. Okay, and let's choose a y, random dot randint, and you can pass either, since our, let's see what is our height is 500, so you can pass either minus 250 to 250 or minus 200 to 200. I'm passing 250 to 250. Okay, see what this will done for x. It will choose a random value between minus 350 to 350 and store it in this x variable, and for y it will do the same, but the values will be between minus 250 to 250. Okay, both these numbers are included. Okay, now let's make our turtle go to that position. So we can simply either call set position or go to position. Okay, so I'm calling set position, and we'll move the turtle to this required position. Okay, to t dot set xy. So if I run this program, what happens? There's a error here. Sorry. See, let's see what the error. Name random. I have a spelling mistake here, and let's run this program. See what happens. See, some random lines are drawn. Actually this is a turtle. Okay, and it's creating some random lines. So you will see actually these are some lines joining the points. Okay, so you can call the pen up and pen down method here, but let's draw it in a little time. Okay, now see, I'm creating variable size. Okay, what it will do, it will do some choose some random value between 3 to 11, or you can say 10. Okay, I want to choose a random value between 3 to 10. We know that the minimum polygon side is 3 and I want to define the maximum polygon side to be 9. Okay, this 10 will be included. Oh, sorry, this 10 will also be included. Okay, this does not works like the range function. Instead, 10 is also included. Okay, so the minimum side will be 3, the maximum side will be 10. Okay, and for angle, we have a formula for exterior angle for of any shape. You have to simply call 360 divided by number of sides. Okay, it will give you the exterior angle of a polygon. Okay, so we have already learned it in creating shapes with turtle. Okay, so you can check that tutorial if you don't know what I'm doing. Okay, and let's create some shapes here for eye in range sides. Okay, we know that if it's a triangle you have to run the for loop 3 sides. If you have a square you have to run the for loop 4 sides. If you have a pentagon you have to run the for loop 5 sides. Okay, we have already learned it. Okay, so I'm calling for eye in range sides. Okay, so it will do it for us. Okay, and what we'll do, t dot forward, let's define the side of each side of our polygon will be 50 pixels, and we have to move it to the right by the angle defined here. Okay, so let's see angle defined here. So if I run this program, let's see what happens. Some random shapes will be drawn on the screen. See, some random shapes were drawn on the screen, and see, there are two things for now that we have to do. First, there are some joining lines with these shapes. We have to remove these lines, so let's first remove these lines. So for this we can simply do one thing, t dot pen up, first call it here. Okay, and after setting the position we can call the t dot pen down. Okay, this way the lining joints will be gone. Okay, see, the lining joints are gone now. Okay, one thing notice, our turtle is not exceeding the width. See, the maximum width is not exceeded. However, it's somehow exceeding our you can say that height. Okay, so you can remove the this point, you can pass 200 to 200, and this way it will not exceed our height too. See, now our height will not be exceeded. See, now all the shapes are within this canvas. Okay, yep, so it's working fine. Now if you want to create 20 random shapes, you can pass 20 here. Okay, so I'm passing 20. Okay, now we have to do fill colors here. Okay, so nearly all of the things are done. We have to fill only the colors of now. Okay, so let's choose a random color here first. See, t dot fill color. Okay, this is the method that we have to first call, t dot fill color, and I want to choose a random color between all these colors. Okay, so to do that, see, first of all let's try passing some known color. Okay, blue. Okay, and t dot begin fill, and we know that, and t dot end fill, and we know that there's 20 shapes will be created and all these will be filled with blue color. Okay, so because we have defined blue here, I'm not choosing any random color here. See what happens, blue color saved. See, 20 shapes will be drawn on the screen with and filled with blue colors. Okay, so if you don't want these blue colors or any predefined colors, you can choose a random color between from this list. Okay, to do this simply you have to use one thing. Inside our random module we have a function called random dot I think it's choice. Yep. Okay, and inside this choice you have to pass a list from which a random value you want to get. Okay, for this see here we have a color named random sorry list, and we want a random color from this list, so we can simply pass this list here, color list, and it will get a random value from this list and will pass it to the color t dot fill color method. Okay, now if I run this program you will see now we'll get some random say random shapes and fill with some random colors. Okay, see, okay, so this is how it's working. It's our whole program. If you want 30 shapes you can pass 30 here, and you will see 30 random shapes will be drawn on the screen. Hope this is fun now guys. It's all for this video. Hope you learned something new. If you have any doubt you can ask it in the comment section. If you are new to my channel you can subscribe it. If you like this video, like it, okay, or leave a dislike. Thank you. See you in the next video. And sorry, in the next video we will be learning about how can we use the keyboard to move the turtle around the screen. Okay, so this is it guys. Thank you. See you in the next video.